all the best boxing content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and punch that bell for notifications.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the UIC Pavilion here in Chicago, Illinois for Showbox, the new generation. And it is being brought to you by DiBella Entertainment and 8 Count Productions in association with Warriors Boxing Promotions and Rumble Time Promotions. It is sponsored by Blue Wave Group, Catch the Wave, and the Underground Clown. This bout is sanctioned by the Illinois Department of Financial and Professional Regulation, and the 3 judges assigned scoring on a 10-point must system will be Scott Dexter, William Lurch, and Patrick Morley. When the bell rings, our referee in charge, the 3rd man in the ring, will be John O'Brien. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get the action started with 8 rounds of boxing in the super middleweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting to my right in the blue corner, he's wearing white trunks with red trim and weighed in at an even 170 pounds. Coming to us from St. Louis, Missouri, he brings with him a professional record of 17 wins, 2 losses, 1 no decision, with 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kevin the Hitman Engel. And his opponent fighting across the ring tonight in the red corner, he's wearing red, white, and blue trunks and weighed in at 169 pounds. Fighting out of Worcester, Massachusetts, by way of Mocha in the Dominican Republic, he is undefeated with 14 wins, and 10 of his 14 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Edwin La Bomba Rodriguez.
Let's go, boxer. Gentlemen, you've already received your instruction in the dressing room. Expect a good, clean, professional contest. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourselves at all times. Let's touch them up. Good luck, gentlemen.
These are 2 very tall, long super middleweights. Engel's coming down from a light heavy, but before you decide that that's automatically an advantage for him, he says the only reason he's been fighting at 175 was because he wasn't committed to training. And the rules here in Illinois, pretty much the ABC rules, no 3 knockdown, no standing 8, cannot be saved by the bell in any round, and only the referee can stop the fight.
Well, interesting thing about Kevin Engel, he said he'd be as much as 185 right now. We'll see. Key to this fight for Rodriguez, according to Peter Manfredo, the jab. Could get his range going to knock Engel off balance and take away that right hand and to set up his power shots. And we'll see. Rodriguez in the red, white, and blue. Body shots, right hand and left, and Kevin Engel is trying to dial in his offense, but he's eating a lot of shots here, and there's that jab from Rodriguez.
Maybe we want to see Rodriguez box a little more than he has in the past few fights where he's been more of a puncher, because I know his people respect Engel's right hand.
Engel loads up on it sometimes. He'll lead with the right hand. And there we see him showing the jab, but Rodriguez thinks he's got superior hand speed, but he's sticking the jab again in the face of Engel, and then rapid fire combination off it. He's smoking it, guys.
Rodriguez is looking real good. He's confident, and it seems like he has perfect distance in order to get off his shots.
Engel's the guy sort of backing up, trying to get into this fight, but he is eating a lot of shots early. Head and body. There's a hook, lead hook from Rodriguez, and a hook downstairs. As he probes to the body, variety of shots here, so he's mixing them up beautifully.
I was about to say, you know, if he can back Engel up by mixing up the shots so Engel doesn't know what's coming, That'll be step one to an easy win for Rodriguez.
Very early here, but Engel has got to make Rodriguez a little bit uncomfortable, and he hasn't done that for milliseconds so far. Rodriguez really impressed how he goes to the body with both hands.
In terms of amateur experience, Rodriguez, well, he was a national Golden Glove champ and a national champ in 05. Engel only 15 amateur boxing. He was a kickboxer. He started boxing at age 25. And pro experience, you see that Engel, 20 fights, 71 rounds. Rodriguez, the prospects, had a lot of early KOs. Turned pro only 2 years ago.
Rodriguez in the red, white, and blue has really been busy.
Stop.
Oh, a low blow, and John O'Brien caught
You
it.
okay? You okay? Let's go.
But it's all about Rodriguez, and Engel has got to get going here.
Let's work out of there, guys. Work
want
out.
some of that
Work
aggression.
out. Watch the heads.
Yes, he does. And I've always said that, when you start out as a kickboxer, it's very tough to make that transition to this type of, conventional boxing.
Why exactly?
It's the little things. It's the footwork. If you see he keep bringing his feet together, he's not sliding and shifting like you normally do. And also, he's not really comfortable with Rodriguez throwing this rapid fire type of combinations. His defense lacks right now.
As we close out round one, and it has been all Edwin Rodriguez here in Chicago.
Break. Break clean, break clean.
So, strategy time. We'll talk about both or hear from both, beginning with Kevin Engel.
We're going to see me push the pace, use my jab, push him back, and everybody will know when I hit him with the right hand.
I have no concern at all. I worked hard. I'm ready. He is the bigger guy. He has a good right hand, a good punch, but I'm faster fighter. I have more ability, and I'm gonna look into his mistakes and get him out of there.
Left hook to the head. Put it quick. I'm looking for speed on it. Okay, beautiful. The jab is frustrating him, and you're keeping him off balance. It looks good. Continue to work off the jab. Give me that. Hey, great round. Great round. Get this bucket, Larry.
You got to concur. That was a great round from Rodriguez. Kevin Engel not doing anything he said he would do. And Steve, he talked about exploiting his natural size. How exactly can he do that?
Well, the most obvious way is make it a physical fight, and that's just not Engel's style. So the size difference, if there is one, remember Engel said he was fighting higher because he wasn't really training that hard. So I'm not so sure that he is naturally the bigger guy.
I'd like to touch on one thing. As you heard them between rounds, their strategies. Rodriguez had 3 or 4 different ways to skin a cat. Engel had one way. He was going to hit him with the right hand. When you step up quality to a real fighter that has this type of amateur experience, you're not going to just land one big punch and get him out of there. You're going to have to be able to go to the body, break them down, and then land that big punch.
Well, he's trying to land a big one as well. He has tried to come in a little bit behind his jab angle, as we see him in the red and white, trying to push forward here. And Rodriguez with a little bit of a clinch here, one of the first of the fights. And they'll work out of the clinch here as John O'Brien finally has to break him.
That's the first time they've been inside. Engel seems to almost want to change up the fight a little bit because he's not doing anything at all from the distance.
Just getting hit at will as Rodriguez has unloaded the offense. One thing from Rodriguez, he does drop his hands when he's pulling out a little bit.
Yeah, but Engel is getting close, but he's not getting close behind the jab. He's walking in with his body. You cannot forget that your body is a target. You got to put that jab in front.
Got to come in punching, huh?
Maybe he'll kick him, Antonio.
No, he said as a kickboxer he was a lousy kicker.
He might need his feet in this fight because his fists aren't doing it. Nick, one thing about strategy, Rodriguez threw a lot of outside punches to the body in the first round. They were effective, but it's a dangerous shot because obviously you can get countered. There he is, jabbing from a long way away to the body. You leave yourself wide open for counters by doing this.
Good point, Steve. We did a fight with him earlier in Worcester, Mass, and I thought he punched a lot wider, but he's looked pretty sharp here, pretty straight down the middle, but you're right about some of those lead body shots. Now he's on the jab again, Rodriguez, in the red, white, and blue, trying to create a little space, but the jab will find that range for him. Dangerous with the uppercut there from outside. Let's see if Rodriguez stays protected. Another thing Engel wanted to do was run Rodriguez to his right, so it would take him a while to get the offensive flow. He hadn't done any of the things he talked about.
Not at all. He's not moving. not giving his guy angles. He's going straight in front instead of breaking to the side or breaking when Rodriguez is throwing his punches. He's just standing straight up. That's not going to work well tonight.
Rodriguez taking those shots on the gloves easily, and it's Kevin Engel, red and white, trying to get inside. He walks into some shots, and Rodriguez is nailing them on the turns as well.
Don't hold, don't hold, don't hold.
Another big round for Edwin Rodriguez.
Grab him at the end, grab him and turn with him. You can push him off. But you're not coming back with the left hook, son. All right? You come back with that left hook off that jab right hand, and you're going to catch it. The jab is nice.
Keep your hands up, protect yourself.
Breathe. Deep breath.
You're looking good, you're in control of this.
Through 2 rounds, Rodriguez really done anything he wants from wherever he wants. Here he's on the outside. Again, leading with punches, a left uppercut there from a little too far away. The way that Engel could really be effective here is to counterpunch. Watch Rodriguez when he jabs. The left hand comes down before it comes back. That's dangerous as well. But Rodriguez pounding him on the inside, a variety of shots, and Engel doesn't really seem to know where the shots are coming from.
This is an 8-rounder. We're in the third. Nick Charles, Steve Farhood, Antonio Tarver in the windy city of Chicago at the UIC Illinois Chicago campus, University of Illinois. And here we see Edwin Rodriguez uppercuts, trying to come over the top with the right. He's varying shots right now. Now it's a
He got hit with a big shot right there. Left hook, counter left hook.
Holding on, exactly. As Engel wants to make it a rumble and really get mean with him.
And just like Steven said, he's in close, but he has his hands down. It gives Engel great counter-punching opportunities.
Engel finally tasting some success in this fight early in the third round.
And you know, Engel at the very end of the second threw a big sweeping right hand.
Yes, he did.
It was really the first meaningful punch he threw the whole fight. Maybe he gained a little confidence from it, but that left hook he landed on Rodriguez could have been a fight-turning punch.
Well, again, we're talking about Rodriguez, the rising star with 14 fights. Let's see, he had his bell rung a little bit. This is what prospects are made of. How does he react?
Yes, definitely. I'll be looking forward to that. But Engel had some success when he came out in this third round and led with his jab. He got closer.
Engel's missing badly now, and Rodriguez whacks him as he turns his back on him. Rodriguez, red, white, and blue, is backing off now, trying to establish range as Engel walks into a shot. He's walking in, not punching again, Antonio. Right hand from Rodriguez. You know, both guys forgot the jab temporarily. Now it's Engel trying to get on it again.
He wanted to land a big punch. That was a little, it wasn't a strong jab, it was just a pulling jab that Engel threw out there.
Peter Manfredo Sr. wants Rodriguez to finish his combinations with left hook. Always an effective punch, but it also brings the fighter back on balance after he throws it.
Oh, what a right hand from Engel. Right down the middle. Rodriguez on the right. A battery of shots there, but his hands are down again, and Engel trying to connect is missing, but he's making this a slugfest.
And Engel threw that right hand with deadly intentions.
And he walked into a shot from Rodriguez, another right hand. The referee almost bought it there. Boy, Engel's swelling up a little around the nose. He's taken a lot of shots.
More important than ever, Nick, for Rodriguez to be using that jab, because Engel's got a little confidence now. He's walking to his man.
Exactly. He's just flicking it now. He's not really smoking it anymore.
He has to step in with it. He got to be an enforcer.
Let's work.
Yeah, big thing in the amateurs, you're punching for points. Here you got to punch and drive your shots home. Oh, look at that. Counter from Engel. Left hand that time.
Again, Nick, it's because Rodriguez does not bring his hands back up after he punches.
Exactly. Big moments for Kevin Engel in the third.
All you have to do is keep punching and walk through. You stopping when he's stopping. You letting them pity pat you, man. Let's go. You letting them stand in one spot. We want them backing up, okay? Let's go. Every time you hit him, you hurt him.
I'm making that fight. Yeah, you are, but you gotta be busier.
You gotta be busier. You can't fight. You can't fight 45 seconds.
Action from round 3, the first competitive round of the fight. Rodriguez throwing that left hook, but easy to him to get countered. And that's the left hook Engel landed. It was a counter punch, and clearly it hurt Rodriguez, who showed he was hurt by grabbing. Later in the round, Rodriguez taking advantage of the fact that Engel's got confidence. Engel's walking in. He walked right into a lead right hand.
Let's go, let's go, let's
And now
go.
Engel, right hand, again, a counter punch as Rodriguez jab. Rodriguez should put that jab in his pocket unless he's going to bring the left hand back up, back quicker.
Turned into a competitive fight, Steve, but on the scorecards, the judges very well could have Rodriguez winning every round. How do you have it?
Well, that third round was much closer. Engel landed single shots. Rodriguez took the balance of the round, I'd say. I have it 3-0 Rodriguez.
And we see Engel, they want him to get busy. The former world contender Harold Petty in his corner said, you got to throw punches 3 minutes a round. And he's coming out with renewed vigor here, it looks like. Nice right hand from Engel, behind the jab.
I think something that's significant that I've noticed is that, you know, when Engel lands, he affects Rodriguez. When Rodriguez lands, it seems as Engel can take his punches much better.
But Engel's got to pump up the volume on his shots. He's got to not get outworked.
Keep in mind, Nick, Engel's been stopped twice.
Both, yes, yeah. He was knocked out twice.
And he's bloody now.
Had excuses, of course. And there's no doubt about it. That nose is swelling and maybe broken.
He's busting up really bad.
Bleeding from the nose, and Rodriguez is trying to pick him off, control the range, but now it's Rodriguez walking forward a little bit. And Engel stopped his activity, and he's eating way too many shots. It's like the fight's been taken out temporarily. Oh, look at that three-punch combination. Engel way off balance, and back comes Rodriguez as he pounces. Rodriguez lines him up for the right hand behind the jab. Uppercut. And now it could be the beginning of the end here. Let's see. Engel's full of fight, but he is getting nailed with regularity.
Engel's taking a heck of a shot, better than I would have thought, I'll tell you that.
But the defense is out the window. He's not trying to break. He's not trying to slip. He's not trying to bob or weave. He's just sitting there right in front of the guy, and he's landing at will.
So Rodriguez could sharpshoot all night, it seems. As we talked about, he's felt the authority in Engel's punches, but they've been too few. Now both guys taking a little bit of a breather. Engel on the right is bleeding from the nose. Rodriguez definitely the toughest fight we've seen of his career.
He just gave a nice right hand.
Exactly. Engel with a dangerous right hand, and they know it in the Rodriguez corner.
And the defense is the little fundamentals that we learn, the basics coming up in the amateur program. And this is something that it seems as if Engel hasn't learned, and that's why he's at a major disadvantage tonight.
He doubted it. Technically, you're right, Antonio. He's tough, though. He's tough as nails as he continues to come on. And Rodriguez is trying to run him into something as he backs off, takes that half step. Big right hand, a little wild from, and now it's Engel getting mean inside. A very competitive fight suddenly.
Engel's mouth open, I think he's having trouble breathing through the nose.
Nothing.
I know, Kevin, you got to stay with him. You got to close the gap. You hear me? You got to walk him, Kevin. He ain't gonna let you get close. He gonna pity pat you and move. You got to walk him, baby. You got to keep the gap closed. When you get close, you hit him every time. Jesse Clinton, wash that off.
Action from round 4. It was a long one for Engel. Counter right uppercut, and then Rodriguez goes to the body with the left hand. He's really been diverse with his attack. Engel decides to counter there, but it was too little too late. Engel has to punch with Rodriguez to be effective, because anytime he's waited for Rodriguez to stop punching, he hasn't been effective at all. There was a right hand by Engel, and as Antonio pointed out, when Engel lands, Rodriguez holds.
Short right hands, double jab, short right hands.
Head to the 5th here, scheduled for 8. And I got blood on my shirt.
Yeah,
that's a good sign.
It was a nice white shirt at the start of the night, Nick.
We know we're at the fights. Edwin Rodriguez, red, white, and blue, now pawing with the jab a little bit, and Engel is retreating, waiting, looking to unload that right hand, but not working off the jab as well.
This is exactly the kind of pace and the kind of hard fight that Rodriguez needs.
Yeah, but you know, he can make this fight a little bit more easier. He sees that Engel can take a punch. He needs to start breaking him down to the body, landing some real good gut shots inside.
Don't forget, Nick, Antonio knows Engel better than anybody. He sparred with him, right?
Yeah, he ran him out of the gym, what, 2 minutes? Come on, Antonio.
Let's just say he wasn't able to hit me either.
I hope not.
Well, neither can we. Right hand from Rodriguez. Now it's Engel in tight. He tries to chase down Rodriguez. He clinches. And here's where Engel's got to get a little mean out of the clinches. He's got to use that strength. I want to see Engel go up the middle when Rodriguez drops his hands. There he tries to poke and probe with the jab.
Just watch Rodriguez jab. Every time he jabs, watch what happens to his left hand after he jabs. You're going to see it come back very slow and very low.
And they know it, the Engel people, but they can't execute. Harold Petty was well aware of that at the meetings.
But he still has a chance. He has a puncher's chance in this fight, and he knows that. That's why he's throwing that right hand with deadly intentions right now.
You know, there's a big difference between what you want to do and what you're able to do, and that's where Engel's hit a roadblock.
Yeah, that's when the fundamentals come in at. And like I said, if you look at his footwork, it's like night and day when you're looking at both fighters. Engel brings his feet together all the time. He's out of position. He's walking forward.
And Rodriguez picking him off as he buries a right hand to the body and then goes uppercut with it. But now he's not punching as he has Engel out of position. Engel's just reduced to trying to rush Rodriguez at times and get rough inside here. But he's got to get rougher, it seems.
He got to let his hands go. He got to throw more than just the right hand. He got to try some things right now.
You know, we saw one left hand from him effectively this fight.
Yeah, the one hook that landed in, I think, in the second round.
Right. Rodriguez's hands are down. Engel trying to line up that right hand, but he comes in now behind the jab. There goes the right hand, but it misses. Engel is walking to Rodriguez, but he's not taking him to the ropes. The fight very much in the middle of the ring right now as we're closing out round 5 of this 8-rounder.
Stop at the bell, guys.
He's ready, Larry. Good round, Rodriguez. Good round. You didn't get lazy that round. You're using the jab real nice. Consistently do that. Keeping that distance. That was nice. Okay? I need more of it this round. Okay? The same distance. Keep the jab on him. Work behind it. Keep turning. When you're on the inside, you're going to be a little bit more smarter. Keep turning them, all right? Let the referee break it up. Grab onto him if you have to, but make sure your hands are up.
Action from round 5. Young fighters have bad habits. Watch Rodriguez jab. And the jab, the hand comes all the way down till he actually taps his thigh with it. That's a bad habit. He's got Peter Manfredo. I'm sure is aware of that. He has to work on it. You can get away with it when you're a long way away from your opponent, but if you're in punching range, that could be a cardinal sin.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Kevin, take down.
As we head to the 6th, Kevin Engel, red and white, and in the red, white, and blue is Edwin Rodriguez. Do you have him sweeping the scorecard, Steve?
I do. That one round, I think it was the third was very close. You could go either way. Otherwise, clearly Rodriguez has won every round.
Antonio now with the rounds clicking on. Has Engel really been reduced to having to hit a home run here?
Yeah, and I think he knew that coming in. But the difference between these two fighters is that Rodriguez doesn't have to get set to punch. Every time Engel steps in, steps out, he got to reset. He's not in position to let his hands go.
And again, they wanted to take Rodriguez to his right, so he would have to set up again his offense, but they haven't done it once this night. So it's the execution that's lacking, and again, that's a fundamental technical breakdown on the part of Kevin Engel as a kickboxer. But Engel has come to fight. He's not collecting a paycheck. You know, arguably hasn't won a round, but at the same time, he's made for an interesting, I think, somewhat competitive fight in Edwin Rodriguez's toughest moments, perhaps. Rodriguez sort of toying with him now.
Yeah, and like Steve mentioned earlier, he can get away with that with the Kevin Engel. But I tell you, when he starts stepping up to the top 15, top 10, there's no way. He's going to have to tighten up his game a little bit, Steve.
And Engel saying, bring me on more. He's absorbing punishment. John O'Brien, the referee, taking a good look. Very little coming back unless Engel's trying to sucker him into something. Here he's in tight and doing nothing. Hands down from Rodriguez, and Engel is just a punching bag.
Rodriguez going for that knockdown right up the middle to the body, just like he got against George Armenta. The only reason Engel's still up is Armenta is a smaller guy, Engel's a bigger guy.
Engel might be going soon, though. He's backing off now. He's very wild and he's desperate.
But there's so many counterpunch opportunities, and Engel can just let his hands go inside when they're close. Rodriguez is open.
Yeah, look, he stopped. Now he goes southpaw, buries a left hand to the body, sinks a right and a right uppercut. Kevin Engel's a tough dude, but John O'Brien telling him to punch back or he may stop it. Oh, that's it.
Boxing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He spit the mouthpiece out as soon as he hit the deck.
What are you talking about?
Those body shots.
That's a ball.
Absolutely.
Give me that mouthpiece.
We're the beginning of the end for Kevin Engel.
I think Engel could have took it all night upstairs, but I told you he was going to take that body work to get him out of there.
You know, he went down right in front of us. I was in pain watching him. He was in such pain. My question to you guys, do you think that this fight could have been shorter if Rodriguez had gone to the body earlier as steadily as he did, or was the time not right?
I thought he was going to the body early, very effectively early, and mixing it up the first 2 rounds. His shot selection was excellent, and then he went headhunting a lot more.
Yeah, he was on point today, like I said, though, but like Steve said earlier, he was making also a lot of mistakes in close. With the better, more seasoned fighter, he won't be able to get away with that, but it was a great win for him. He looked magnificent. Now I can see why they have the cameras chase them everywhere.
It's going to be a good movie, I promise you.
Well, there we see Edwin Rodriguez is now 15-0 with 11 stoppages in a career that began a couple of years ago from Worcester, Mass. A big win for him as he flashed a lot of technique, good hand speed, went to the body effectively, which set up the stoppage.
Yeah, in round 6, it seemed like Rodriguez had made a decision that he was going to go for it. He really opened up the whole fight and the whole round, and in that round, you see Engel claiming he got hit low there, but Rodriguez mixing up the attack and then committing steadily to a body. And those shots have leverage. Those left hooks and right hands to the body. He's throwing them from the outside, and here comes the end. Watch the right hand to the body, and there it is. And the pain on the fighter's face. You never see a fighter react that way to a shot to the chin or the head. But when it's a right to the body, and again, look at the leverage he gets on that shot. That's the key, the leverage.
That was a paralyzing blow. You can't breathe, your muscles stop working, everything just goes to sleep.
And it really doesn't matter whether he chose not to get up or whether he couldn't get up, because he had the fight taken out of him.
Exactly.
With that right hand to the body.
A very tough dude, Kevin Engel, but a lot better was still unbeaten Edwin Rodriguez. Up to Tom Driver.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the official time. 2 minutes, 35 seconds of round number 6. Our referee in charge, John O'Brien, reaches the count of 10. Your winner by way of knockout and still undefeated, Edwin La Bomba Rodriguez.